Hey everyone, it's amazing to connect with you. We're up against a stealthy intruder that's wreaking havoc like a fierce storm. Wild boars are infiltrating urban areas, costing the US government millions of dollars. Curious to discover how hunters are stepping up to safeguard America? This video will captivate you, so drop a comment with the number 1 below, hit follow, and dive in now. Wild boars are emerging as a growing problem in Texas, wreaking havoc on farms, damaging infrastructure, and spreading their impact from the suburbs to urban centers. Their relentless behavior has led to millions of dollars in economic losses, hitting small businesses hard, grocery stores and restaurants included, as their operations face disruptions. These boars also forage through trash bins, creating unsanitary conditions and raising concerns about the spread of diseases. As reported by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Texas has been grappling with a wild boar population surge of nearly 30% annually, resulting in staggering economic damages reaching up to $1.5 billion every year. Even with government initiatives like installing sealed trash bins, this invasive species continues to thrive. If you've ever encountered these creatures turning daily life into chaos, don't forget to hit the like button and share your story. Deep in the heart of Texas cornfields, the metallic clang of a net trap signals a new approach to battling wild boars. Within moments, dozens of these destructive creatures are captured, marking a shift from high-tech solutions like guns and helicopters to this straightforward yet effective method. Farmers have embraced the net trap for its efficiency and affordability, as they wage war against an invader that causes billions of dollars in agricultural damage annually. It's a stark reminder that sometimes simplicity triumphs over complexity in the fight for survival. What makes this straightforward trap so effective? From the open fields of Texas to the farmlands of Missouri, semi-automatic net traps have become a game changer for American farmers. Forget the need for bullets. These traps rely on a round net, a sturdy steel stake, and a unique bait crafted from fermented corn blended with gelatin, which emits an aroma irresistible to wild boars. Modern net trap technology takes it even further, featuring motion sensors, infrared cameras, and smartphone-controlled activation, allowing hunters to strategically time the trap's closure to capture the entire herd at once. If you think this innovative approach is a clever solution, drop a 1 in the comments. What stands out is that net traps achieve a remarkable success rate of over 50% during nighttime, capitalizing on the heightened activity and reduced wariness of wild boars. More than just tools, these traps represent a humane approach by capturing wild boars alive for relocation to invasive species control centers in Texas. Interestingly, strict regulations protect pregnant boars and those with young, with heavy penalties for violations. This highlights the thoughtful balance between safeguarding agriculture and upholding ecological ethics. A seasoned hunter from Arkansas revealed that helicopter hunting trips used to cost them over $1,500 each time, while a single evening with a net trap set them back just $200 to successfully capture an entire herd of wild boars, completely firearm-free and just as efficient. This cost-effective and practical approach has led the U.S. hunting community to reconsider and embrace the advantages of the net trap method. Net traps for wild boars spark debate over animal welfare versus efficiency. Welfare groups highlight stress on confined boars, urging humane practices, while experts praise net traps for sustainability, safety, and scalability. The best approach depends on context. Urgent cases may favor net traps with humane protocols, while long-term solutions like fertility control could reduce trapping needs. A 2023 study shows 70–80% capture success with minimal bycatch but elevated stress in boars. I'd suggest net traps with welfare improvements and preventive strategies. What's your view? Ethics, efficiency, or both? The wild boar hunt, as you've highlighted, is a compelling example of the delicate balance between innovation and ethical responsibility in resolving ecological challenges. Net traps certainly stand out for their effectiveness and minimal environmental impact, but questions about their humane treatment of the animals do leave room for further reflection and improvement. It's a thought-provoking topic. I'm curious how others will weigh in. Will we see a 1 or a 0 emerge as the majority view? Spread the word about the remarkable efforts of American farmers and the innovative use of technology in addressing the wild boar crisis. If this video caught your attention, make sure to like and subscribe to stay updated. Let's continue the conversation and explore more fascinating topics in the next video. See you there. In the mountainous regions of Japan, particularly the frosty landscapes of Hokkaido, wolves have thrived for generations. Revered in Japanese folklore for their swiftness, reaching speeds of up to 40 miles per hour, and their skilled hunts of bison, these formidable predators have earned both respect, relying on agriculture. Curious about how the people of Japan have adapted to coexist with these legendary creatures? Drop a 1 in the comments to follow the journey through this fascinating story. During the early 20th century, particularly around 1910, wolves became a more significant threat to livestock due to diminishing natural prey and human expansion into wilderness areas. Farmers in Hokkaido began finding wolf tracks near their farms, soon followed by widespread livestock losses attributed to wolf attacks. The economic toll was staggering, with damages estimated at $20 million annually, a devastating blow to local communities whose livelihoods depended on agriculture. This escalating crisis demanded urgent government intervention to protect both people and their primary source of income. In response to the escalating crisis, the Japanese government devised an extensive plan to control the wolf population. A cornerstone of this approach was the use of expertly trained hunting dogs, uniquely equipped to track and confront wolves in their natural habitat. Each mission was undertaken by a team of 3 hunters accompanied by at least 5 dogs, ensuring optimal efficiency and safety. These dogs underwent rigorous 8-week training programs where they were held to stringent physical and behavioral standards to prepare them for the challenges of confronting such formidable predators.
Kill him!
The extraordinary olfactory prowess of these hunting dogs proved to be a game changer in wolf tracking. Their ability to detect wolves from considerable distances, even in the dense cover of forests, gave hunters a vital edge. By accurately identifying the wolves' locations, these dogs significantly boosted the efficiency and success rate of hunting missions, solidifying their indispensable role in the strategy.
Kill him. Nice.
Beyond their tracking abilities, these dogs served as vital guardians, alerting hunters to potential dangers and shielding them from other wildlife threats. To further optimize hunting operations, the Japanese government introduced specially designed firearms equipped with suppressors. These advanced weapons reduced noise and environmental disturbance, enabling hunters to stealthily approach their targets without causing alarm, significantly increasing the likelihood of a successful hunt. Using animal carcasses as bait, coupled with trained hunting dogs, undoubtedly proved effective in reducing the wolf population significantly, from approximately 10,000 to just 2,000 by the mid-1920s. However, the ethical considerations and long-term ecological impacts of such methods are still worth reflecting on. What do you think? Is this approach justified, or could alternative methods have been explored? Leave a 2 if you support it, or 5 if you think there's room for a better solution.
Hit him again if you can.
As hunters traversed the rugged landscapes, they showcased remarkable adaptability and survival skills essential for navigating the natural environment. Transportation played a critical role in minimizing travel time to hunting sites and ensuring efficiency in challenging terrains. To maintain their course and avoid disorientation, hunters relied on strategically placed red markers, which outlined safe pathways through the wilderness. These techniques reflected the depth of their intensive training, which honed their abilities to thrive under harsh conditions and effectively fulfill their missions. The government's strategies to regulate the wolf population in Japan have brought significant benefits to the agricultural sector, enabling livestock herds to bounce back and supporting the recovery of rural economies. This has been a lifeline for farmers who depend on livestock for their livelihood. To ensure long-term ecological balance, strict hunting quotas remain in place, capping the number of wolves hunters can target per season. These measures also include hefty consequences for violations, such as the revocation of hunting licenses and fines reaching up to $10,000, highlighting the importance of sustainable wildlife management. Following each successful hunt, hunters must comply with strict reporting requirements set by the Japanese government, documenting the number of wolves they have taken down to uphold hunting regulations. As a gesture of acknowledgement, hunters are permitted to keep select portions of wolf meat, which holds cultural significance as a delicacy in certain areas of Japan. The preparation process is meticulous, ensuring only the finest cuts are retained, while the remainder of the carcass is discarded to mitigate any potential health risks. This system underscores a balance between regulation, reward, and safety. Wolf pelts have indeed become a prized resource, with their use in crafting premium garments contributing notably to the Japanese market. This has created a lucrative avenue for hunters and artisans alike. Interestingly, in certain regions, the art of processing wolf hides has evolved into community-driven competitions, celebrating the expertise and courage of hunters while fostering local traditions. If you enjoy exploring fascinating stories like this, make sure to follow our channel, share this video with others, and stay tuned for our upcoming content. Wishing you all the best. See you in the next video. These approaches have proven highly successful in controlling the spread of certain invasive species. Do you have any ideas for even more effective solutions? Please share your thoughts in the comments so we can discuss them together. Thank you for watching the full video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Also, spread the word to your friends so they can check it out too. Farewell, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Hello everyone. Though undeniably majestic, lions in South Africa also create serious concerns for both economic stability and public safety. Despite an estimated population of merely 2,000 to 3,000, these predators can cause damages exceeding 120 million USD each and every year. This impact isn't merely financial, rather it also disrupts the daily lives of those living near lion territories. So, which challenges do lions create here in South Africa? Leave a comment with one and join us as we further explore this issue. And remember to subscribe to our channel for all the latest updates. Since early 2024, South Africa has witnessed a noticeable surge in mountain lion attacks on livestock, with roughly 241 incidents documented. These attacks have stirred serious alarm among farmers, particularly in areas such as Mopani District in Limpopo Province. Sabanga, a farm owner in this region, has been severely affected, reporting the loss of 17 cattle in just 1 week due to mountain lion attacks, leading to an estimated annual loss of up to 1 million USD. This financial pressure has left Mr. Banga feeling powerless, prompting him to file complaints with the government in search of a swift solution to this very urgent matter. Moreover, mountain lions are not simply an economic problem, but also pose a serious risk to the safety of local residents. On August 7, 2024, the South African government received nearly 45 reports of lion attacks on humans, many of which proved fatal. These razor-clawed predators have indeed turned into a severe menace, as recounted by a local woman named Anna, who shared her own chilling experience. During a walk in a park, she was abruptly ambushed by an aggressive lion that dragged her away. Fortunately, bystanders intervened, allowing her a narrow escape from the beast's lethal grasp. Fully aware of lions' growing threat, the South African government has introduced protective measures to safeguard both the economy and local communities. Yet which tactics are they using to control lion populations? And which hunters have achieved the best results? Peter Aces stands out in South Africa's hunting circles for his remarkable skill in hunting mountain lions. His consistent achievements in this arena have earned him widespread respect, with many lauding his unique abilities and unyielding dedication. So, what factors drive Peter's successful hunts on these elusive predators?
Awesome. That was awesome. That was, and get him.
You did well. Well, congratulations on the lion.
Thank you.
One of the prime reasons behind Peter's success is his dependence on large caliber rifles, specifically created for big game hunting. Some of the guns he relies on include the 375 HF Magnum, 46 Rye, and 458 Winchester mags. These formidable rifles are commonly used alongside popular scopes like the Leupold VX3 I1.55x20M or the Trigican AccuPoint 14x24mm. Such scopes deliver a broad field of view and swift targeting features, which prove essential when pursuing and hunting lions in the wild. Moreover, safety remains paramount in Peter's hunts, prompting him to work within well-coordinated teams comprising 4 to 5 members. Typically, these hunting parties include experienced trackers, as well as client hunters.
No tracking, Patty.
Client hunters are visitors who travel to South Africa exclusively to hunt lions. They may range from seasoned sportsmen to novices in search of a fresh thrill. Not only do they bolster the lion hunting scene, but they also offer unique escapades across the rich and varied landscapes of South Africa. Both client hunters and experienced ones like Peter must hold specialized licenses to ensure that every hunt is always carried out lawfully and responsibly. The price of these permits can differ widely by region and typically ranges from $5,000 to $20,000 or more. Furthermore, the trackers are critical assets to the hunting team. They have extensive knowledge of the surrounding habitat and are charged with locating and following signs of lions. Their specialized skills enable them to identify evidence of lion presence, including footprints, damaged vegetation, scat, and other telling indicators. Throughout the hunt, the tracker guides the group through the bush, carefully selecting pathways that minimize noise and scent capable of alerting the lions. Once the prey is located, the tracker signals Peter and the other hunters to stay quiet and vigilant, refraining from any movement that might spook the lions. Once the trigger is pulled, hunters carefully observe the lion's reaction and closely follow its movements as it flees. Should the lion not collapse right away, they cautiously track the blood trail to find it. Safety precautions are essential, for a wounded lion can be extremely dangerous. Many hunters pause to pay tribute to the lion and reflect on the hunt, demonstrating respect for the creature. One major advantage of lion hunting lies in the economic stimulus it provides to local communities. Substantial fees from international hunters bolster regional economies and fund essential wildlife protection initiatives. This industry likewise offers employment to guides, trackers, lodge staff, and other residents, thereby stimulating growth and fostering sustainable development throughout the region. In wildlife conservation, regulated hunting serves as a vital tool in effective species management. By overseeing lion populations, this practice helps preserve ecological harmony. Moreover, the fees and licenses derived from hunting are devoted to funding essential conservation programs and comprehensive anti-poaching measures. Nonetheless, noteworthy challenges indeed accompany lion hunting performed with rifles in South Africa. Ethical worries firmly stand at the core of these obstacles, with discussions centering on creature well-being and the righteousness of trophy hunting methods. Activities including canned hunts, in which lions remain strictly confined and later freed into fenced zones for pursuit, spark considerable moral objections. Beyond ethics, conservation risks remain a truly pressing concern. Excessive or selective hunting can diminish the genetic diversity of lion populations, possibly causing chronic health complications. Negligent oversight or unauthorized hunts may also spark a population collapse, endangering the species' survival. Community and social tensions can emerge, especially when hunting proceeds are distributed inequitably and relevant concerns are overlooked, or if local residents are excluded from the decision-making process, resulting in disputes with these communities. What are your thoughts on this practice? We would love to hear your opinion, so please share your perspective in the comments below. Kangaroos, originally from Australia, with numbers in the tens of millions, are a common sight across the nation. However, these highly adaptable creatures have also migrated to other regions. Have you ever wondered why kangaroos can turn invasive? It's often due to human activities, like importing them into zoos or raising them as exotic pets, combined with their notable and even remarkable knack for thriving in varied habitats. Consequently, these areas may face both economic and ecological repercussions.
Amy, you might need to take that.
Not bouncing.
They can significantly disrupt agricultural operations by trampling and depleting crops and grazing lands, resulting in lower yields and financial strain for farmers. Additionally, kangaroos compete with livestock for crucial food and water sources, intensifying pressure on these limited resources. These animals frequently wreak havoc, everything from tearing down fences and ravaging gardens to causing vehicle damage, resulting in expensive repair bills for residents and local authorities. In particular, they pose a significant road safety risk, undermining public security, straining local commerce, and placing additional burdens on communal resources. This highlights the importance of employing prompt and efficient management strategies. The construction of fences and other physical barriers is a pivotal measure in regulating kangaroo populations. By installing tall, robust enclosures, kangaroos are deterred from entering farmlands, thus safeguarding crops and pastures, lessening monetary losses and alleviating strain on the local economy. In your opinion, is this the most effective and humane strategy for managing kangaroos? One rapid and efficient approach to controlling kangaroos is through hunting, requiring the proper government permits and compliance with strict regulations. After each hunt, carcasses are swiftly prepared to maintain the meat's high quality, and hunters must report their kill counts to wildlife management authorities, ensuring the population remains under control. This approach effectively maintains kangaroo numbers and safeguards farming assets. What are your thoughts on employing hunting as a population management strategy for kangaroos?
Active.
financial impact of kangaroos underscores the need for well-rounded management strategies that balance both human interests and environmental well-being. Please share your insights and personal experiences on addressing kangaroo-related challenges. Feel free to join the discussion in the comments so we can collaborate on the most effective solutions.
Explore the vast plains of Texas where wild wolf packs dominate with speeds up to 35 miles per hour and the uncanny ability to hunt cattle with pinpoint precision, making them a top threat in the region. For centuries, wolves have been both feared and revered in Texas folklore, but their impact on agriculture has turned them into the bane of farmers who rely on livestock for their livelihood. Drop comment number 1 to dive into learning about these wolves. The situation has escalated as wolves increasingly attack livestock. The decline in natural food sources and the expansion of ranches into wild areas have driven wolves closer to human settlements. Texas farmers have spotted wolf tracks around their barns, followed by large-scale livestock attacks. The economic damage is estimated at $15 million annually, threatening local livelihoods and forcing state authorities to take immediate action. To tackle the crisis, Texas authorities have launched an ambitious plan to control the wolf population. The centerpiece is elite teams of hunting dogs trained to track and confront wolves across the vast plains. Each team consisting of 3 hunters requires at least 5 dogs to ensure success. These dogs undergo a rigorous 6-week training program meeting high standards of strength and instinct to effectively take down wolves, especially in winter when wolves are most aggressive.
Killing!
The keen sense of smell of hunting dogs is the primary weapon in tracking wolves. With their ability to detect scents from afar, they follow wolf trails across vast plains, helping hunters pinpoint their targets accurately. Moreover, they alert hunters to potential dangers, protecting them from threats posed by other wildlife, ensuring safety during these high-risk hunts. To boost efficiency, Texas authorities have equipped hunters with modern, eco-friendly suppressed rifles. These weapons allow hunters to approach wolves from a distance without being detected. Additionally, they use animal carcasses as bait to lure wolves into target areas. Combined with hunting dogs, this method reduced the wolf population from 8,000 to 1,500 by the mid-1930s. Do you think hunting with rifles is safe? If yes, leave comment number 2. If not, leave number 5. During hunts, hunters move swiftly across Texas plains. They use off-road vehicles to quickly reach hunting sites, saving valuable time. To avoid getting lost, they follow carefully placed red markers, ensuring a safe retreat. These skills reflect a deep understanding of survival and adaptability in harsh environments honed through intensive training programs.
Do it.
Efforts to control the wolf population in Texas have marked a turning point for local agriculture. Reducing wolf numbers has allowed livestock to thrive, again strengthening the rural economy and restoring livelihoods for farmers. However, authorities enforce strict hunting quotas limiting the number of wolves each hunter may take per season to protect ecological balance. Violations can result in license revocation and fines up to $8,000. Wolf hunting in Texas enjoys strong community support due to its role in protecting agriculture. Wolves relentlessly attack livestock, causing significant losses for farmers and threatening their income and livelihoods. Hunting helps maintain ecological balance, safeguards property, and stabilizes the economy in rural Texas.
One, two, three.
These coordinated efforts have brought significant change to Texas's agricultural economy. Reducing the wolf population has allowed livestock to flourish, revitalizing rural areas and providing sustainable livelihoods for farmers. However, strict hunting quotas remain in place to prevent overhunting. Violations can lead to license revocation and fines up to $12,000, ensuring ecological balance. After each hunt, hunters must submit detailed reports on the number of wolves killed, adhering to strict regulations. To acknowledge their efforts, they are allowed to keep a portion of the wolf meat, a unique delicacy in some Texas regions. The meat is carefully prepared, selecting only the finest cuts, while the remaining carcass is processed to prevent health risks. Wolf pelts have become a valuable commodity used to craft high-end clothing, generating significant profits in the Texas market. In some areas, competitions for the fastest wolf hide processing are held, evolving into community festivals that celebrate the skill and bravery of hunters, creating a unique cultural tradition. Subscribe now to stay updated with exciting content. Share this article and luck will smile your way. Keep exploring, don't stop now. These methods have proven highly effective in controlling invasive species. Got any unique ideas? Drop them in the comments for a lively discussion. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, share, and subscribe. Invite your friends to check it out. See you next time. Wild boars are getting smarter and more aggressive. They're no longer afraid of humans. Some even wander into fields near residential areas at night to forage. Our hunting trips aren't about bragging rights, they're about keeping things under control. Today's trip to Oak Ridge Plains is no different. We're kicking off a new chase where skill focus and iron will decide it all. Want to join the hunt? Drop a comment with the number 1 and keep watching the video. Using our familiar hunting tactic, we split into 2 teams. The scout team, accompanied by hunting dogs, goes ahead to track signs, spot the target, and report its position. The ambush team sets up ready to fire the moment the prey appears. After about 20 minutes, the ambush team gets the signal and quickly moves into position. A small wild boar bursts out from the dense brush. Jake, posted at the key spot, raises his rifle poised for the critical moment. Then, bang. The first shot rings out. Surprisingly, the boar drops on the spot without even a chance to resist. To widen the ambush circle, we spread out and set up at different points. I chose a high hunting chair, giving me a clear, unobstructed view of the silent forest ahead. Below, another wild boar appeared. It was moving fast, but I anticipated its path and quickly aimed to cut it off. My finger pressed firmly on the trigger. The gunshot rang out sharply in the air, clean and precise, dropping the animal in mere seconds. Earlier, the team scouted the area and identified a route commonly used by wild boars. We set up a fixed ambush point and waited patiently. Wild boars don't have the sharp eyesight of deer, but they're incredibly sensitive to movement. Staying completely still was critical. Sure enough, when the boar was just 5 meters away, it suddenly sensed danger, but it was too late. Without hesitation, Jake pulled the trigger at close range. One clean shot. The boar collapsed onto the dry leaves and quickly lay still. After the morning ambush, the forest fell eerily quiet. Unable to continue the stakeout in place, we decided to push deeper into the thick brush, an ideal hideout for wild boars. Suddenly, a sharp rustling sound erupted from the bushes to my right. My instincts kicked in. I raised my rifle, aimed, and bang! Just 2 seconds to react, but enough to drop the target right in its own territory. That moment of triumph was unmatched. The scout team reported another boar's position, and our group quickly converged on the ambush point, spreading out to block every escape route. With a tightly coordinated encirclement, the boars had almost no chance to flee. In just 10 short minutes, several were taken down. As the day wound down, the pressure didn't ease, it only intensified. Jake suddenly spotted a group of wild boars stealthily moving through the dense trees. One broke from the pack, attempting to bolt across a trail, unaware it had just entered the kill zone. I didn't hesitate. From the edge of the path, I pulled the trigger. The shot ended its life instantly, closing out a long, intense day of hunting on the unforgiving terrain of Oak Ridge Plains. The night before the hunt, we sat around a small campfire in a rickety wooden cabin on the forest edge. Reports of wild boars destroying villagers' crops were growing. These animals were becoming bolder and more cunning. That's why we chose to leave safety behind, armed with rifles gear and razor-sharp caution, stepping into a dangerous hunt. As usual, we began with a careful survey of the terrain. This time, the forest edge, the fragile boundary between open land and dense wilderness, was where we set our ambush. I stood just outside, eyes locked on the dense wall of trees ahead. Early morning was prime foraging time for wild boars, and soon enough a large, dark male appeared. It had no idea it was being watched. Step by step, it came closer, completely unaware, as if it owned the place. I'd been sitting motionless for nearly 25 minutes, blending into the scenery. Gripping my rifle, I aimed just behind its front shoulder, a deep breath finger on the trigger. The boar dropped almost instantly. That shot was lethal, maybe the heart, maybe the lungs, I wasn't sure, but I knew it didn't suffer long. Moving closer, I crouched behind a bush near the forest edge. The spot offered good cover and a clear view, but the downside was the shifting wind and the boar's keen hearing. Even with a whole herd right in front of me, I didn't dare make a sound, my finger resting lightly on the trigger. Bang! One dropped and the rest scattered in chaos. No matter, I'd meet them again deep in the forest. We pushed deeper into the forest. Less than 7 minutes and a herd of wild boars suddenly appeared. They were too fast and the shooting angle was poor. After a few missed shots, we gave up the chase. The deeper we went, the more the air mixed with excitement and tension. As I waited behind a tree, another boar emerged about 25 feet away. No time to think, I raised my rifle and fired, quick and clean. Another one down. Do you enjoy hunting wild boars with a rifle? If yes, leave a comment with the number 2. If no, leave a 5. I kept moving, searching. Then I heard the hunting dogs barking frantically not far off. Following the sound, I reached a narrow trail flanked by thick brush on both sides. A wild boar could charge from anywhere, any direction. I stayed sharp, but wait, not that way. Some sound or instinct made me spin around fast, rifle up. Seconds later it appeared, one clean shot dead on. The boar collapsed mid-trail, motionless. Skill or instinct, I don't know. Maybe both. But I know a faint sound saved that moment. Believe it or not, I ran into another herd of wild boars. The adrenaline from the last encounter hadn't even faded, and now it surged again. I had just seconds to shoot before they veered off and vanished. I hit at least one. Not the best outcome, but not the worst either. Standing near the road, my eyes were locked on the trail ahead where the boars were charging through. A few shots rang out. Every time wild boars pass through my family's lush green fields turn into a wasteland. Months of care and hard work gone in an instant. It's not just us, the whole village suffers crop failures because of these aggressive, increasingly cunning animals. When I heard a hunt was being organized, I couldn't sit still. I had to join. That afternoon, our hunting team gathered at the base of the mountain. Everyone was eager and ready for action. As we crossed a field of tall grass toward the mountain, I suddenly noticed something odd, a familiar foul smell and faint sounds of movement in the distance. Instinct kicked in immediately. I raised my rifle and sure enough, a wild boar appeared in the distance. I didn't hesitate pulling the trigger. A hit. The shot was clean, quick, and lethal. The boar dropped within seconds. Up ahead, Ethan suddenly froze. His eyes widened, clearly spotting something unusual. And there it was, a dark shape charging straight at him, ferocious and fearless. Ethan didn't flinch. He pulled the trigger without mercy. A burst of shots dropped the wild boar instantly. It took us about 12 minutes to reach the mountain. Once there, my teammates quickly pinpointed the boar's movement direction. I got into position, ready and steady, waiting for the perfect moment. There it was. A boar burst out and I fired immediately. A few shots later, it staggered and collapsed to the ground. From the mountaintop, I had a clear view of the area below. The hunting dogs were still sniffing and barking at the base of the hill. Thanks to them, we quickly found our next target. My rifle locked onto a wild boar, and with a loud bang, the shot rang out. But this one wasn't easy. It took a few rounds to bring it down. A bit farther off, Ethan spotted his own target, a smaller boar. At close range, Ethan took it down cleanly. When I saw the wild boar charging toward Lucas, I immediately radioed to alert him to prepare. With tight coordination and a solid formation like this, the boar had no chance of escaping. I stood alone, patiently waiting as the hunting dogs drove the boar toward me. The moment it burst from the bushes, bang, one shot hit the target dead on. The chase ended there. Did you enjoy this hunt? If yes, leave a comment with the number 2. If no, leave a 5. With our numerical advantage and tight coordination, we quickly gained the upper hand. Gunshots echoed relentlessly through the forest, shattering the silence. In less than 8 minutes, several wild boars were taken down, an intense and efficient hunt. On our way down the mountain, we encountered another herd of boars. Everything happened so fast, forcing us to spring into action. The number of boars was staggering, large, ferocious, charging at us without fear. But thanks to our hunting experience and sharp skills, we handled them swiftly and cleanly. The recent surge in wild boar sightings near our area has my family on edge. Our carefully tended crops are nearing harvest, and if the boars come through, all our hard work could vanish in an instant. That's why I and the local community quickly rallied to organize a large-scale hunt to stop them in their tracks. At dawn, we reached the base of the mountain. Rifle slung over shoulders, a pack of hunting dogs at our side. Wasting no time, we split up and took our positions. About 12 minutes later, a gunshot echoed. Someone in the group had fired. A radio call confirmed one wild boar had slipped away. Using GPS on our phones, we tracked its direction. There it was. I raised my rifle, locked on target. It charged toward me. Big mistake. One precise shot was enough. The beast dropped completely. Hearing the dogs barking frantically, we rushed forward to scan the area. From a distance, I adjusted my scope and pulled the trigger. The wild boar dropped on the spot, lying motionless. 20 quiet minutes passed. Suddenly, the dogs barked fiercely at the base of the hill. They definitely picked up a scent. With their barks growing louder, my adrenaline surged. I locked onto the target's direction. It was moving across my path. I adjusted my aim and fired. Bang! The shot hit true. The boar fell and didn't get back up. Fresh off our success, we pushed up the mountainside. Suddenly, I spotted a familiar dark shape in the distance. The moment it saw us, the wild boar turned and fled, but we weren't letting it escape. A loud gunshot rang out and the boar was dropped instantly. We also had a team stationed at the mountain's base. They were closing in on a boar trying to hide. Under heavy pressure, the boar was forced out of its cover. The second it appeared, my friend took a deep breath, raised his rifle, and locked on. The first shot wasn't enough to bring it down, but he didn't hesitate, quickly pulling the trigger again. Finally, the boar fell and lay still on the ground. Less than 8 minutes later, we spotted another target, but we didn't shoot right away. Firing too soon could make it bolt. Instead, we quietly closed in, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Then my friend pulled the trigger. The bullet sliced through the air, hitting the target dead center. It didn't have time to react, collapsing in seconds. My hunting dog suddenly barked wildly and charged forward. Thanks to it, a teammate located another wild boar. After an intense chase with the dogs, the boar, exhausted, collapsed as the team closed in. From there, it was easy. One decisive shot ended the hunt with a clean victory. I'm an amateur hunter from Lyon, always eager to set foot in Silverwood Forest, a place with a long hunting tradition. But for over a decade, wild boar hunting has been seen as a control measure, and farmers in the area are suffering losses from these herds. A fearsome invasive species in the Americas, they're now rampant in Europe. Early morning, the faint sunlight filtered through the thick canopy of Silverwood Forest, casting a misty, serene scene. I stood still at my assigned position, listening for the slightest sound from the deep woods. Suddenly, the rustle of leaves and the thud of running hooves broke the silence. A wild boar charged toward me. I raised my rifle, eyes locked on the prey as it came into clear view. Holding my breath, I aimed carefully and pulled the trigger. The gunshot echoed. The boar was hit and fell. "It's pretty big," I exclaimed. We were all thrilled and pumped. Maybe this land rarely sees hunters, so the wild boars have grown fearless. Seizing the chance, we started hunting more aggressively. Our target was the lowlands. We quickly found a herd of boars. Without hesitation, I aimed and dropped one instantly. To hunt wild boars, you need patience, timing, and precise aim to bring down the prey as fast as possible. Another wild boar appeared. A loud shot echoed through the forest. The boar tried to run, but my friend fired again, finally bringing it down. The wild forest is the boar's home, so we always keep a safe distance to take them out. Don't get too close, you never know what could go wrong. Do you know how to drop a boar with one shot? Aim for the head or lungs, the boar will collapse instantly. But if it's running, hitting accurately is tough. That's when we have to fire multiple shots to bring it down. Wild boars usually move in herds, so when we shoot, we target the biggest one. A massive herd of boars, I couldn't imagine what would happen if they reached the farm. Without hesitation, I fired shot after shot, hoping to take down as many as possible. Not every shot hit. Like this one boar, it got lucky and dodged my bullet. Next time, we won't let it slip away. There's no denying that Silverwood Forest is vast. Its diverse terrain and ecosystem allow wild boars to breed and thrive rapidly. Almost every area we entered, we encountered another herd. Spotting a boar in the distance, I adjusted my scope and fired decisively. The shot dropped it instantly. With such a large number of boars, each hunt could see us taking down dozens. While moving to the rally point, we came across a herd of wild boars ahead. Without hesitation, I aimed and fired a few shots. Finally, we gathered our trophies and headed to the designated meeting area. Most of us were thrilled and excited because the hunt was so successful. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please support our channel with a like and subscribe. Goodbye and see you in the next video. In the vast plains of grasslands and expansive savanna region in South Asia, a herd of approximately 10 aggressive rhinos suddenly emerged from a nearby forest and attacked a riverside residential area. According to local authorities, within just 40 minutes, at least 5 homes were completely destroyed by a massive rhino weighing over 5,000 pounds. The herd then charged onto the main road, causing a series of severe traffic accidents and disrupting all activities. Leave a comment with number 1 to learn more about rhinos and their fascinating stories. Rhinos crossing roads have caused significant disruptions to local traffic. Vehicles from cargo trucks to motorcycles are often stuck for hours when these massive creatures block the way. Many international tourists drawn to the wild beauty of grasslands have canceled their trips due to safety concerns negatively impacting the tourism industry. According to statistics, the region's tourism sector declined by 20% in 2025, resulting in an estimated economic loss of approximately $300 million. The rhino population in South Asia is currently estimated at approximately 15,000 to 17,000 one-horned rhinos, a species endemic to the region, and about 3,000 to 4,000 black rhinos. In terms of diet, rhinos here primarily consume fresh grass leaves and aquatic plants growing near rivers and streams. An adult rhino can eat between 60 and 120 kilos of vegetation daily. However, if the rhino population grows too rapidly without control, it could exert significant pressure on natural plant resources, threatening the balance of other animal species in South Asia's savanna ecosystem. Recognizing the dangers posed by rhinos, especially when they encroach on residential areas, the governments of South Asian countries have implemented strict wildlife management policies. One such initiative is a controlled hunting program aimed at reducing human rhino conflicts while protecting people's property and livelihoods. The ideal time for hunting rhinos in South Asia is during the dry season from April to August 2025. During this period, vegetation is sparse and rhinos often move to areas near lakes or rivers to drink, making them easier to track. The dry season also brings stable weather and clear visibility, allowing hunters to observe and approach rhinos more effectively in the vast savanna environment. Have you ever wondered what it takes to participate in a legal rhino hunt in South Asia? Each year, the hunting program attracts around 150 to 250 hunters from around the world, drawn by the chance to face the giants of the savanna. However, to participate, hunters must meet strict requirements. Do you think using firearms to hunt rhinos is effective? If yes, leave a comment with number 2. If no, leave number 5. To hunt rhinos legally, hunters must obtain a professional hunting license issued by the country's Wildlife Management Authority. For international hunters, a CITES permit is mandatory to comply with wildlife conservation regulations. Each year, South Asia issues approximately 60 to 100 rhino hunting permits, with the number carefully calculated to ensure no adverse impact on the species population. Hunters typically use large-caliber rifles such as the .416 Remington Magnum, .458 Winchester Magnum, or .470 Nitro Express, which have sufficient power to bring down a rhino quickly and humanely. Hunting expeditions are typically organized in groups of 3 to 4 hunters to ensure safety and effective coordination. Upon spotting a rhinoceros, they maintain a distance of 40 to 100 feet, depending on the terrain and the animal's behavior. To avoid detection, hunters move against the wind using bushes, tall grass, or mounds as cover, ensuring they approach the prey without causing alarm. Compliance with hunting regulations in South Asia is crucial. Violations can result in severe penalties, including confiscation of equipment, revocation of licenses, and fines up to $40,000. These measures are designed to protect both hunters and wildlife, ensuring hunting is conducted sustainably without harming rhinoceros populations. Hunting parties typically consist of 3 to 6 hunters supported by experienced local guides. Hunting a rhinoceros alone is extremely dangerous, especially when facing one-horned rhinos that can weigh up to 6,000 pounds. To humanely bring down a rhino, hunters target the heart-lung area and fire at least 3 to 4 shots, ensuring the animal collapses quickly without prolonged suffering. To navigate vast hunting areas quickly, hunters use specialized off-road vehicles equipped to handle the rugged terrain of the grasslands. These vehicles not only aid in approaching prey, but also assist in transporting the rhino carcass after a hunt. However, hunting is strictly prohibited in renowned reserves like Kaziranga National Park and Menace National Park, where rhinos are heavily protected. Hunters must be well informed about permitted hunting zones to avoid violations. Upon spotting a rhinoceros, hunters maintain a safe distance of 25 to 120 yards, depending on terrain conditions and the animal's behavior. At this range, they aim precisely at vital areas to bring down the rhino quickly. If the first shot is unsuccessful, hunters fire additional rounds, ensuring the animal does not endure prolonged suffering before proceeding with post-hunt processing. After each successful hunt, hunters must submit a detailed report to the South Asian Wildlife Authority. The report includes information on the hunting location, number of rhinos, killed characteristics such as the animal's age and sex, and the permit number used. This data helps the government monitor rhino populations, ensuring hunting does not have a long-term negative impact on the species. What are your thoughts on how South Asian communities deal with rhino intrusions? Should there be investment in more sustainable solutions like constructing sturdy protective fences or relocating rhinos to less populated areas? Share your opinions in the comments. If you found this post helpful and want to explore more captivating wildlife stories, don't forget to follow and share. Keep an eye out for upcoming videos for more details.
Hey everyone! Florida, famous for its sunny skies, pristine beaches, and upscale resorts, is now confronting a terrifying new threat. As fall sets in and hurricanes roll through, they bring more than just chaos. They release a dangerous predator, 2 million alligators with razor-sharp teeth. Each year, after the storms hit, these alligators flood out of the swamps, posing a grave danger not just to property, but to human lives as well. The real question is, can Florida's hunters take on these apex predators and emerge victorious? Drop a comment with the number 1 to find out, and make sure to subscribe. Your support means everything to us. Over the past year, Florida has seen more than 300 alligator attacks on people, with at least 20 ending in fatalities. These attacks usually happen when people or pets unknowingly venture into alligator territory, especially as storm surges push the predators closer to residential neighborhoods. The fear and panic from these encounters have left many communities living on edge, constantly worried about their safety. It's not just humans who are at risk. Alligators also target pets and livestock. In a troubling incident, a farm in southern Florida lost several cattle to an alligator attack, causing over $15,000 in damages. The ongoing danger posed by these formidable predators has transformed Florida's once peaceful landscape into a constant battleground for survival. To safeguard their homes and livestock, Florida residents have poured significant resources into building strong fences, installing motion sensors, and setting up security cameras to detect alligator presence. These protective measures can cost homeowners anywhere from $5,000 to $155,000, depending on property size. However, with the overwhelming number of alligators and their ability to climb fences or slip through gaps, these defenses are not always effective. The constant threat persists, leaving residents feeling trapped in a dangerous, never-ending survival game. So, what bold steps has the Florida government taken to tackle the alligator population explosion? Let's dive in. Recognizing the urgent need to control the growing alligator numbers, the Florida government has rolled out a regulated hunting policy designed to reduce the number of dangerous alligators invading residential areas. This policy permits licensed hunters to join organized hunts, with the condition that each participant completes a wildlife management course and follows strict safety protocols. To encourage involvement, hunters are offered up to $2,000 per alligator, depending on its size.
I'm sure you like a leaf. Teeth on that, huh?
The hunting season usually spans from late summer to early autumn, when alligators are more active and easier to track. Signs of their presence include tracks in the mud, splash patterns, and the unmistakable sight of their heads or tails breaking the surface of the water. However, hunting alligators is far from easy. These massive predators are not only incredibly strong, but also highly stealthy, able to blend effortlessly into their swampy habitats. Would you consider going alligator hunting? If yes, drop a comment with the number 2, and if no, leave the number 5. Hunters frequently face the risk of being ambushed by alligators from below the water or having their boats attacked. In one notable incident, a hunter in the Everglades was struck by an alligator, severely damaging his boat and forcing him to abandon the hunt. The unpredictable nature of alligators, combined with the treacherous hunting conditions, makes the pursuit both dangerous and demanding. Despite these risks, alligator hunting continues to attract thrill seekers and seasoned hunters eager to challenge one of nature's most formidable predators.
Okay, shoot him.
The economic impact has been substantial, with hunting permits and alligator-related tourism giving a much-needed boost to the local economy. In some areas, community income has risen by 20% thanks to hunting-related activities. Florida's reputation as a top hunting destination has been further cemented, with skilled hunters playing a crucial role in controlling the alligator population and aiding farmers in recovering from the damages caused by these predators. Although alligator hunting remains a tough challenge, brave hunters have stepped up to protect their communities and livestock. Their efforts are truly deserving of recognition. A like or a word of encouragement would be a fantastic way to show support for these courageous individuals. Leave a comment to cheer them on, and don't forget to like and subscribe to support us. In recent decades, the coyote invasion in the United States has grown into a serious problem with both economic and ecological consequences. With an estimated population of 2.5 to 3 million, coyotes have expanded throughout the country, causing more frequent conflicts with humans, especially in rural areas. These clashes have created significant threats to livestock, pets, and even human safety, with annual damages reaching millions of dollars. Are you ready to explore the dangers posed by coyotes? If so, drop a comment with the number 1. To tackle the issue, the U.S. government has rolled out a variety of population control measures, blending traditional and modern hunting techniques. One of the most innovative methods being used is helicopter hunting. This modern approach has gained significant attention, drawing thousands of hunters eager to try this unique form of hunting. The effectiveness of this method has been proven, with reports showing that in just 1 hour of hunting, hunters can eliminate between 18 and 25 coyotes. To take part in helicopter coyote hunts, hunters must secure specific licenses, which vary by state. This typically includes a general hunting license, along with an additional permit for aerial hunting. The licensing process requires coordination with state wildlife agencies to ensure that helicopter use complies with safety regulations and supports wildlife management goals. standard helicopter hunting team usually consists of 2 to 4 members, including a pilot, an observer, and 1 or 2 hunters. Hunters use specialized equipment, such as high-powered rifles with scopes for better accuracy, hearing protection to shield against the loud noise of the helicopter, and safety harnesses to stay balanced while flying. Additionally, effective communication is essential, with communication devices used to ensure seamless coordination between the pilot, observer, and hunters, helping to guarantee both safety and the success of the hunt. However, helicopter coyote hunting comes with its own set of risks. A tragic accident in California in February 2024 underscored the risks involved in helicopter coyote hunting. Around 10 a.m., bad weather suddenly rolled in, with strong winds and heavy rain reducing visibility and making control nearly impossible. The helicopter was caught in turbulence, lost control, and ultimately crashed. Upon impact, the fuel tank ruptured, causing a devastating explosion that engulfed the entire aircraft in flames. Tragically, all 4 people on board, including the pilot, 2 hunters, and the observer, lost their lives. This incident highlights the dangers of aerial hunting and the unpredictability of weather conditions. Do you agree with this method? If so, like the video. If not, leave the number 0 in the comments section to share your opinion. To tackle the challenges of helicopter coyote hunting, many states across the U.S. have increasingly turned to rifle hunting as a preferred method for controlling the coyote population. This approach is particularly popular in rural areas, where it has a long-standing history, thanks to its effectiveness in both accuracy and range.
Got him?
Yep.
Yep. Nice shot.
Hunters favor high-powered rifles for their ability to take down coyotes from a safe distance, ensuring both accuracy and safety. Popular calibers like .223 Remington, .22 .250 Remington, and .243 Winchester are commonly used due to their perfect balance between accuracy and stopping power, which is essential for effectively neutralizing coyotes. In addition to selecting the right caliber, hunters often enhance their rifles with advanced scopes, which are especially helpful in low-light conditions. The use of spotters is also common, as they assist hunters in locating and tracking coyotes from a greater distance. Furthermore, electronic collars are sometimes employed to lure coyotes into shooting range, boosting the success rate of the hunt. Have you ever wondered what it takes to hunt coyotes legally in the United States? Legal coyote hunting in the U.S. requires hunters to hold a general hunting license, issued by state wildlife agencies. In some states, an additional permit specifically for coyote hunting may also be required. These licenses can be purchased online through state government websites, at licensed retailers, or directly from wildlife agency offices. While the licensing process may vary slightly by state, it generally involves providing identification, completing any required hunter safety courses, and paying the necessary fees. Additionally, the coyote hunting season varies by state in the U.S., with some states permitting year-round hunting due to the species being classified as a nuisance. In areas with particularly large coyote populations, there may be no limits on the number, allowing hunters to pursue as many coyotes as they desire. This flexibility in hunting seasons and limits is key for effective population management, helping to reduce the impact of coyotes on local communities and ecosystems. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. There are currently an estimated 2,000 to 2,500 lions in the United States, with populations concentrated in states like Arizona, Colorado, and California. As these lions continue to encroach on human habitats, their presence has sparked a growing sense of confusion and fear among local communities. What specific challenges have lions caused across the United States? If you want to know, leave the number 1 in the comments to keep following the video for the answer. In the United States, lions are responsible for killing approximately 800 to 1,000 head of livestock each year, primarily targeting breeds like Angus, Hereford, and Holstein, which are commonly found in pastures and grazing areas. These attacks have resulted in significant financial losses, with farmers across the country facing damages totaling about $5 to $7 million annually. This growing issue has sparked increasing concern among farmers who are struggling to protect their herds. So how can American farmers protect their livestock and economic stability? To tackle the threat from lions, many farmers rely on fences to safeguard their herds. These fences are commonly built around grazing areas and farms in regions where lions are most active, especially in rural and suburban areas. Typically 8 to 10 feet high, the sturdy barriers help prevent lion attacks on livestock. This method offers several benefits. such as reducing livestock losses and providing a simple, cost-effective way to keep lions at bay. However, it is only a temporary solution, as the frequency of lion appearances in suburban and even urban areas has risen by about 15 to 20%. This increase has made lion attacks on humans more concerning, with around 65 people injured and 24 killed each year. So, what should the United States do to protect the safety of its people?
Don't run, don't run.
In the United States, lion hunting organizations have been set up to protect people and livestock from lion attacks, with about 500 to 600 hunters participating each year. To ensure the effectiveness of the hunt, they use high-powered rifles like the .30-06 Springfield or .300 Winchester Magnum, known for their accuracy and stopping power against large predators like lions. Do you agree with this method? If so, please leave the number 2 in the comments.
Muy, man. ¿Ya comer?
The hunting process begins with the tracker, who is tasked with locating the lion by following signs such as paw prints, broken branches, or territorial markings. The tracker uses GPS devices and radios to stay in communication with the rest of the hunting team, ensuring smooth coordination. Once the lion's location is confirmed, the tracker alerts the hunters, who position themselves around 200 to 300 yards away from the prey to avoid detection and prevent the lion from escaping. This strategic distance is vital for maintaining the element of surprise and ensuring the safety of the hunting group.
Good. Quickly. Go.
Once the group is in position, the lead hunter assumes the primary shooting role, carefully aiming for vital areas like the heart or lungs to ensure a quick and humane kill. Hunters typically use high-quality binoculars with a range of 500 to 800 yards to improve accuracy. If the lion isn't immediately brought down, the assistant hunter is ready to take a follow-up shot to prevent the animal from escaping or causing further danger. The use of these weapons and tools is crucial for maintaining precision and ensuring a successful hunt, ultimately reducing risks to both humans and livestock. Each hunting group typically harvests 1 to 2 lions per hunt, and their results must be reported to local wildlife authorities for proper monitoring and management of the lion population. These coordinated hunting efforts have been effective, reducing lion attacks on humans and livestock by about 25%. By keeping lion numbers in check, these activities help protect both rural and suburban communities from the dangers posed by growing lion populations. Do you agree with this population control method? Please like and subscribe to support us. Currently, the United States is grappling with a serious invasion of wild monkeys causing an estimated $75 million in damages each year. These monkeys are responsible for a range of issues, including psychological distress. Are you ready to join the monkey hunt? If so, leave the number 1 in the comments.
Hands holding on for dear life.
The wild monkey population in Texas is estimated to be between 4,000 and 5,000, causing significant disruptions to residents and traffic. These monkeys often invade residential areas, creating anxiety and insecurity as they enter buildings and disturb daily life. They also cause traffic jams by blocking streets, adding to the frustration of drivers. This ongoing issue has persisted for a long time, highlighting the need for urgent and effective intervention to protect both the community and its infrastructure. Installing solar-powered fences is an innovative and humane solution to repel wild monkeys in Texas. These fences, powered by solar energy, feature smooth wires and metal posts connected to a control station with solar batteries. They create an effective and flexible barrier to keep monkeys out of protected areas. For the best results, residents should install the fences in areas commonly frequented by monkeys and follow safety guidelines to prevent accidents. Ultrasonic monkey repellers offer an effective solution for keeping wild monkeys out of urban areas in Texas. These devices emit high-frequency sound waves that are inaudible to humans but cause discomfort and pain to monkeys, driving them away. The high-intensity ultrasonic waves, ranging from 10 to 65 kHz, target the monkey's hearing and nervous systems, making the environment unbearable for them. One method to repel wild monkeys in Texas involves infusing food with spicy substances, like adding hot peppers to bananas, carrots, or nuts. This approach is effective in the short term, as monkeys typically avoid foods with strong, pungent smells and tastes. However, over time, monkeys may adapt to the spicy flavors and continue to seek out these foods despite the initial deterrent. Additionally, this method can have unintended side effects on other animals that may consume the spiced food, making it a less targeted and potentially harmful solution for managing the monkey population. Iron cage traps offer a humane solution for managing the wild monkey population in Texas. These traps, typically rectangular with flat edges and small tube doors at both ends, are designed to capture monkeys without causing harm. When placed in areas where monkeys often search for food, the traps automatically close once a monkey enters to retrieve the bait, safely containing up to 100 monkeys, depending on their size. By using iron cage traps, communities can manage monkey invasions in a humane and efficient way, balancing population control with ethical considerations. Have you tried this method? If you have, leave the number 2 in the comments. The snake arm. 550L shotgun is a highly regarded hunting tool in the Texas hunting community, known for its power and versatility. With the ability to fire at speeds of up to 1,000 feet per second, it's particularly effective for hunting monkeys in challenging environments. The shotgun's versatility is enhanced by its capacity to use both tungsten and lead shot, along with adjustable brightness levels for precise targeting. The use of lethal methods to control the wild monkey population in Texas has sparked controversy, with some arguing that it is necessary for effectively managing the population, while others view it as cruel and unnecessary. Balancing the need to control invasive monkey populations with ethical concerns continues to be a significant challenge. We invite you to share your thoughts on these methods by commenting number 1 if you support electric fences, or number 0 if you oppose hunting. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more content on hunting practices and wildlife management.